Hello, this is Mrs. Drees, and today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how to find books in our library. So if you get on a computer and you get on the internet, we're going to look for Denison School. The first link is Denison Community Schools, so I'm going to click on that. On the side, it lists all the schools in our district, so I'm going to click on the high school. At the top, it has the words Media Center, so I'll click there. And the top link says High School Library Online Catalog, so I'm going to click there. Now I can search any of the books that our high school has. In order to find the book, I need to know something about the book I'm looking for. I either need to know the author's name, who wrote the book, or the title of the book, the series the book is in, or what the book's about, or the subject. So the first search I'm going to do today is, I read a book this summer by Dean Koontz, and it was good, so I'm going to look to see if he has any other books. So I type in Koontz, and I can click the author button, or I can press the search button. I'm going to click author. It says that there are 21 books by Dean Koontz. Alright, oh, here are pictures. The first one is The Bad Place. This is the title of the book. We find that book in the fiction section under the author named Koontz. So you'd go, fiction means fake, so it's the chapter book, made up story. So I would go to the fiction section of the library, look on the books, they have white stickers. I find the one that says fiction, and then I go to the K's to find Koontz. It looks like out of these 21 books, they all have the same call number. They all say fiction Koontz. So these should be all right next to each other on the shelves in the library. Oh, here's one, The Paper Doorway. That's under 811, and that must be a poetry book or something like that. So that's in the nonfiction section, so you'd go to the 800s. On the side, it says all of these books are in. I'm recording this right now before school starts, so hopefully all those books would be in the library right now. If I go back to do a new search, I just typed the author's last name, Koontz. If I would type Dean Koontz and search for author, it says there's returned no results because you have to type the author's last name first. Now if I type Dean Koontz and I just press the search button, then it would show up 22 books that are by Dean, or have the word Dean Koontz in it. So that is the search for Dean Koontz. So we can do a new search. This time let's search for football. I search for football. I could search for books that have it in the title or the subject or everything. So I'm just going to search everything for now. Wow, we have 68 books in our library on football. The first one's called Alibi. It's in the fiction section under the author's name, Murphy. So look on the white stickers on the shelf for the fiction section. Fiction is fake. Here's an 811 American sports poem. So I would go to the 800s to find 811 AME. Here's one, the Audibles, My Life in Football. So that's under 921 Montana. And I can scroll down and see, here's The Bleachers by Grisham. That's under fiction, Grisham. The Blind Side is under 921 Orr. So that's a book about Michael Orr. So it's his biography or autobiography. So it's under 921. If I wanted to find just the true books about football, I can sort this list. Instead of sorting it by title, we can sort it by call number. Now it puts the numbers first, followed by the fiction. 700 is arts and recreation, so most of these start with 700. 796.332 is our football section. If you write down that number and those letters, you can go in and find Friday Night Lights right in that 700, the true section of our library. So, oh, here's one on the Iowa Hawkeyes. All right, so there's all kinds of books about football in our library. I could do a new search. Let's try Mortal Instruments. That movie is coming out, and I want to read the book before I go to the movie. I can click series or search. Alright, so here it is. It looks like we have 5 books that have the word Mortal Instruments in the author, title, or notes about the books or subjects. Here's book 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So all of these books have the same call number. They're under fiction, and then the author's name is Claire. So we go to the white stickers on the book and look for the fiction, Claire. I could do a new search. We'll try Civil War. I'm going to do subject because I only want the books about the Civil War. All right, the first one says the 1960s. Well, I'm pretty sure the Civil War was not in the 1960s, but let's click and see why the computer would put that in our list. Okay, here it has the subjects are United States history 1961 to 1974, the Vietnam War, and civil rights. So it has the word civil in it, and it has the word war in it, so it selected that as one of our books about Civil War. But I'm pretty sure it's not, so I'm going to go back up here to our Civil War results. Okay, if I wanted more information on this, here's American Heritage. It's a periodical. A periodical is like a magazine. It looks like the subject is United States history 1861 to 1865 and the Civil War. So yeah, I think that one is going to be a book, or not a book, but a magazine about the Civil War. So that one might be a good one to check out. I'm going to go back to my results. We can scan down. We have some chapter books about the Civil War. Here's Fiction Garcia, Beautiful Creatures. Here's a DVD called Blood Diamond. I'm pretty sure that's not about the Civil War. Let's click on it. Here we go. This is about Civil War in Sierra Leone, so about diamond smugglers. So that's a DVD we have in our library, but it's not going to help you if you're researching the Civil War. If you're interested in it, we could make some arrangements. You could check that out. Okay, maybe I want to do, if I'm really doing research, I'm going to sort my list again by call number so I can see the true books we have. Homeland Security, I'm not sure that's what I'm looking for. I can scroll down. Here we go. This looks more what I think I might need. The Origins of the Civil War, Great Maps of the Civil War, Illustrated History of the Civil War, Short History of the Civil War. So you can click on the title to get more information. Here's the subject again. This tells you how many pages. It's 354 pages. The copyright year is 1995. It has an index and bibliographical references. So that tells you, you can decide if that's a book that you would like to check out or not. If it is, you want to write down that call number and bring it into the library so we can help you find that. Okay, that pretty much sums up our search today of how to use the Alexandria, the library program, how to find books in our library. If you have any questions, please make sure you stop in and see us, or we'd love to help you find books. You can see me, Mrs. Drees, or Mrs. Wendt in the library. Thanks. Have a great day.